So hello and good morning from the town of Mae Hong Son in northern Thailand, and this is day 5 I think of my Mae Hong Son Loop trip, and just had breakfast in this lovely cafe. I think it's called Indie Cafe because my hotel doesn't do any breakfast, and today we're going to be going north again. We'll be taking the 1095 because the 108 finishes here in Mae Hong Son. But we won't be going that far today, only about 60 kilometers towards a village called Ban Rak Thai, which is really interesting, and once we get there I'll tell you all about it. But along the way we'll be stopping at a few places. I think there's a royal palace and a reservoir, and just generally quite steep roads, so stay tuned. So our first stop is only about 10-11 kilometers north of town, and it's to this bamboo bridge, which is meant to be the longest bamboo bridge in the whole of Thailand, and it was opened in 2012. It took a couple of months to build, and it was built by the locals for the monks in the temple, which you can see in the picture just above that lady's head, to cross this rice field from the village that we just pulled up in. And this is called Tong Pae Bridge, I think. I put the name of it on the screen. But you can buy your costumes and hats and things. Let's just have a look. This lady's all dressed up here. So, let's walk across. Looks a bit more stable than some of the bridges I've walked across on this trip. Ooh, it is quite springy, it's bouncy. A lovely view early in the morning, very nice. And we'll be heading that way. north. Gives you a good view of rural life up here on this bridge actually. It's a shame it's all dried out there. I suppose in the wet season it's all flooded. It looks like they grow other things in here other than rice. We've actually got a river here. Look at this, is all really pretty stuff again. I have no idea what this sculpture is. It looks like it's happy on one side, sad on another. Just finished crossing over the bridge. And then we've got to start climbing these steps up to the temple. And this building seems to be some kind of tea shop. Some kind of shop, I don't really know. Or tea house? I think it's a tea house. But we're going to see a lot more Chinese influence today. We have a friend. A temple dog. Hello. Say hello. Nice. Here we are. We've got some statues of monks and we've got some real monks. And some construction noise. There's always construction noise. Okay, time for us to head back to the bike and visit some more places. See you on the other side. So just a few kilometres down the road from the bamboo bridge, we've got this mud spa. I've never been to a mud spa before, but I'm not going to do the treatment, but this is what they do here. And this is what they offer and the prices. This is the premium spa zone. And then they've got like a tourist zone here, so you can just have a facial mud mask for 120 baht. And do massages and scrubs and God knows what. So I don't think we'll get to see any of the treatments or anybody with a load of mud on their faces, but we'll just have a little walk around. So it looks like they've got some thermal pools here as well, which we'll take a look at. Looks like they're obviously free. Good? They say it's good, it's good. I'll go in this one. It's got no water in it. Yeah, it's all nice and warm. And this chap's got his mud. He's got a mud mask on. So we just arrived at the very top of Tong Palace, I think it's called. This is obviously a royal residence, a royal site, but these are the helipads, but I don't see any palace building or anything, but there is a map somewhere. I'll take a look at it. But we just passed, hope it's come out on the film, a whole load of sheep and some horses on the way up here. You don't see many sheep in Thailand at all, obviously, because it's too hot for them. I've been to a few royal projects now, and just like everywhere else that's sort of in the country, these national parks, they're just beautiful places. Hear the horses. Oh, we got some sheep. Hello, sheep. So he beat me in the first leg 3-0, but he's very good. I've got, I don't know if you can make him out, but he's got the bands on. Mine are all the planes, so he's got two. Oh, he nearly pushed one of mine. Oh, now it's going roll back in. Oh, that's a good one. So I think he's got Song. Yeah, I think he's got two there. Song? Song. Yeah, Song. 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 So that's mine, the nearest one, and he's got one left, and I've got two left. But he's beating me 5-0, a race to 7, so I might get one. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, it's gone all the way through, so at least I've got one. That was a bit of fun. The first guy beat me, I think, 5-2. I managed to get 2 on the last end there. And then I played another guy, just one end, but he beat me 4-0. He was too good. But it's very uneven where they were playing. Normally you play on sort of little gravel, and it's dead flat normally, I think, isn't it? So, yeah, bit of fun. So anyway, we're going to go further up the hill. There's some really good road coming up here. So, yeah, where this palace place is, I don't know, but I went down that road. That's where the helipad is, but no idea where it is. But we'll keep going further up. There's a nice Burmese temple, and then there's, I think, a little reservoir where I'm going to get something to eat for lunch. So this is Pang Oang. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll put it on the screen. But this is a reservoir way up here. I think we're still about 15-20 kilometers away from Ban Rak Thai. And there's people with rowing boats, if you can see those right off in the distance there. In fact, they're here as well. So these aren't rowing boats at all. They're just planks of bamboo tied together. You want to go all the way over there on one of those? Yeah. really beautiful up here. So this is the little village that's right by the reservoir. The entrance to the reservoir is just there. So we're just going to get some lunch here at the Parlour Coffee House. Chiefly because it had an English menu. And this is another good reason to eat here as well. It's got these huge bamboo plantations here. Wow. I don't know how tall these are. I mean, they go all the way above my head. Incredible. Put it into perspective. There's a guy there. So welcome to Ban Rak Thai, which basically means village love Thai, I think. And as you can see, it's absolutely spectacular. You can even camp on the shore here. This lake is man-made. I think it's a reservoir. But the whole reason why this village is here, we're not a million miles away from China. And back in the 1920s, the communists were taking over China, and the nationalists, they obviously opposed to that, but they kind of had to leave. So they fled Yunnan Province, which is right in the southwestern part of China, which is where most of these people are descended from. So they set up camp here, and there's about 1,000 population now of this village, and they speak Chinese. I think they speak Mandarin Chinese or Cantonese Chinese, I can't remember, but with a heavy dialect that's just specific to this area. But they grow tea here. They, you know, we'll walk around and we'll just see how Chinese this this place is. So all this tea apparently is grown here. You can sample the different teas here as well. There's this tea shop, and they're selling these dried fruits as well. Of course there's cups and tea caddies and all kinds of things. Cup sets. Everything to do with tea. You come to Ban Rak Thai. So I've just come up this this mud track, and I don't know if you can make it out just behind me, but that's some barbed wire fence. And Ban Rak Thai is right up against the border with Burma. But there's no problems here, unlike in my previous video where I couldn't get to a place I wanted to visit because there'd been some Burmese aircraft bombing in that area, and some displaced Burmese people were at the place that I wanted to actually visit. I got within about a kilometre of that place and was turned away by the Thai army. You can watch all that in the previous video. But I'll just see what there is here. I don't think there is anything really to see, but let's go and take a look. Yeah, I just turned on the GPS on my phone, and according to Google Maps, I was just over the border in Burma. And who can doubt Google Maps? It must be right. So we'll head back into the village now. Excitement over for one day. Saudi Pimai. And they're all coming here now. They're all saying hello. They're all saying hello. Hello, Sawadika. Hello. Hello, hello. Right, so we've got a very friendly place, and I've just ordered my food. But it's beautiful here, isn't it? It's really, really nice. I'm just going to sit by the road, overlooking the road, with these lanterns above me. So we've already gone Chinese, even before the food's here. And I don't mean by the chopsticks. I've got a little bowl here, which is for the rice and in the dish. So you put the rice and the dish all in the bowl. And then a little tiny glass with the beer. Other beers are available. But this is very Chinese. I spent about 3-4 months in China several years ago. And you always got given a small glass with your beer, but it was really difficult to get a cold beer. But this is Thailand, they're going to give you a cold beer, but always a small glass. So I've ordered Yunnan honey ribs and Yunnan crackers and bog standard rice. And that's where I'm going to leave off this video for now. If you like it, then give me a big thumbs up, and why not subscribe to my channel down below. Until the next video, see you later.